Welcome to another Game Nexus Mame review. Today we're going to be looking at the Namco Classics Collection. After doing the Pac Man Arrangement video, I actually had got some requests to do the remaining games in the collection. So first we're going to start out with GaGa Arrangement here. Now the original version of this game was released back in 1981. This version of course being released in 1995 on the Namco system ND-1, just like with Pac Man Arrangement in the Namco Classics Collections Volume 2. This game actually did see a console release in 2002 in the Namco Museum Collection on the PlayStation, Xbox, and GameCube. Not doing too well here, but basically it's your classic GaGa game, but you have upgraded music, upgraded graphics, and everything just is a lot better than it was way back when, if you will. And unlike the Pac Man Arrangement, which was rather limited in its levels, I believe it only had like 3 or 4 levels, this game actually, I was playing it earlier and I got up to like level 8. So you do get your money's worth on this one. Just catch the ship here. Now I'm a super ship. That's one of the cool things. I can do really well when I'm the really big ship. But yeah, GaGa Arrangement, really awesome, especially if you like the original game, or if you just like this genre in general. I'd highly recommend it to anybody who likes GaGa, the vertical top-down shooters in general. It's just really fun. It's really addictive. It's one of those games where you just start playing it, you're like, oh, I'm never going to enjoy this all that much. And then you find yourself lost in it, and you just keep playing it until you get further and further. So definitely try this one out, and let's move on to the next game. Alright, moving on, we're going to be taking a look at the Xevious Arrangement. This is another vertical shooter, but instead of just being one where the ship stays on the bottom of the screen, the ship in this one is actually able to move all around. But not only that, but you can also shoot stuff on the ground by pressing button 2 and using that little target reticle at the above the ship. Now this game was originally released in 1982 when Xevious was brand new. And then of course this version, just like with GaGa and Pac Man, was released in 1995. Now this only saw one home console port in the PlayStation game Xevious 3D G+. This was included as a bonus game, but it wasn't ported anywhere else. So if you actually want to play this game, the only way to play it is either get the PlayStation Xevious 3D G+, or play it on Mame here. And that's another thing you're going to notice with this game. When you're continuously playing the levels, it doesn't have defined levels. You'll just see Area 2. It's not like going to stop the game and then start it all over again and say, okay, now you're in Area 2. The only thing I have to complain about this, but it might just in general be the nature of Xevious, but at times I find this game a little bit slow, whereas GaGa is a bit more exciting. But it's definitely worth a play. If you like this kind of shooter game, it's really cool. I would imagine back in the day it was quite innovative for being able to shoot stuff in the air and on the ground. So definitely give Xevious Arrangement a try, and let's move on to the next game. Now concluding Namco Classics Collection Volume 1, we're going to be taking a look at Mappy Arrangement. The only thing I say right away when I see this game is that you can tell for a fact that it was made for 2 players, which honestly I just think was dumb, because in the original Mappy you were able to play the game 1 player and you'd have the full screen to yourself, whereas in this game, you only have like half a screen. And if you're talking about one of these tall arcade monitors, that's kind of limiting, really. Basically, the gist of this game, from what I can understand, you have to stay away from those cats, and you have to collect items, I think. But this is just one of those games, in my opinion. I don't think it aged all that well. In my opinion, it doesn't really even play all that well anymore. Even in this revised form, it's one of those things. If you were a real Mappy fan back in 1983 when this game came out, then you're gonna love this version. However, if you're someone like me, and you never really were into Mappy, or you never even played Mappy, you're not really gonna get into it. So if you like Mappy, I recommend trying this out. If not, it's not gonna be for you. Let's move on to the next game. Now, moving right along, we're gonna be taking a look at GaGa Arrangement, which is on the Namco Classics Collection Volume 2, along with Pac Man Arrangement. And you'll notice right away, everything looks awesome, just like in all the other versions. And personally, I always liked GaGa. I always thought it was a really nice little game, and this version just puts that even further. It just makes GaGa an even more fun game by giving you these nice little graphics. All the detail in the character sprites and the enemies just is really nice, and this music, of course, is really cool sounding. If you can hear that over my voice, of course. GaGa originally being released... I think, did he get me? Yeah, he got me. GaGa originally being released in 1982 in arcades. And to this day, it's still a really great game in my opinion. I still love GaGa. You just gotta watch out for the weird bad guys when they're kind of flying at you. You just gotta blow them up and pop their asses. And I cleared the stage. So yeah, GaGa Arrangement is really cool. Of course, this was released in 1995, just like the other games. It also hit the consoles in 2002, along with GaGa and Pac Man Arrangements in that Namco Museum Collection on the GameCube, PS2, and Xbox. So yeah, this is a really cool game. Check out it in Namco Museum, and check it out in Mame. Let's move on to the last one. Okay, the final game in this collection is Rally X, which was released back in 1980 in the arcades. And of course it was released in 1995 along with the rest of the Namco Classic Collection. You just gotta watch out that this guy doesn't kill you like that. Okay, I just got killed there. It was pretty easy for him, I guess. And this game is another game that's really weird. It's all about you going around this thing, trying to get those little flags, although I'm not too good at this game at all. It's not so much a racing game as you would look at it and think, but it employs a little bit of strategy. The idea reminds me a lot of puzzle games like Pac Man and stuff, where you had to outmaneuver your opponent. I guess that's like a smoke screen, so if I want to like... Yeah, it's like some kind of smoke screen, so if I wanted to get him out of the way. But, yeah, Rally X is another one of those strange games, kind of like Mappy, where, honestly, I don't get what the draw of this one is. This never hit consoles, which honestly doesn't surprise me, although there's probably a lot of hardcore Rally X fans out there that would get mad at me. But yeah, if you like Rally X, give this one a try. Never hit consoles, so the only place to play it is on Mame. And of course the enemy runs away, so definitely try these arrangement games. They're really fun. If you like the original game, you'll love the arrangement version because it just has enhancements the original it didn't have. And this has been another Game Nexus Mame review, and I shall see you later.